The following was part of a much larger story that will be released on my channel later this week. My parents are Asian, of course, and so they're Chinese. And Chinese people are known for saving their money, being cheap in a way. And there's nothing wrong with that because the majority of the Chinese population are, either peasants or just not making a lot of money. So you really have to save everything, and it was so much more important back in the day because you needed to survive. And that's why we might be known for being a little cheap. I mean, it's true because when you don't have money, you have to save sparingly. Because Chinese people are just naturally smart, they're very intricate and detailed in the ways they save money. Buffets were one of those things. I was introduced to buffets very early on, and we would go to Chinese restaurants and then Chinese buffets, and man, those things it was like heaven because back in the day I could eat anything, so I had no restrictions. And I would go to these restaurants or buffets and I would just be amazed. Like I couldn't comprehend the idea that you can, after you just pay some fee, $15, you can just eat as much as you want and just keep eating. I see a lot of Americans at buffets, and for them it's different because they kind of just pay the fee. They'll eat 2-3 plates and it'll just be like a typical restaurant meal for them. But no, not at least for my family, it's not like this. I found it very distinct with my family because I know other Asian families who have kids who are kind of just like the Americans. They'll just eat one plate and be done with it. But my family, no, that doesn't work out, okay? This is something that's very highly exploitable, and you just gotta exploit it. I mean, my dad, after my second buffet meal, he sat me down and he's like, okay, you gotta stop doing this stuff. You can't eat these foods at the buffet because they're cheap, they will fill you up quickly, and they're designed to fill you up quickly. You gotta stay with the expensive food that's very light in weight, that you can eat a lot of. That means seafood, shrimp, anything that's seafood, you want to eat a lot of that. Stay away from the pizzas, the fries, and it was this whole process, dude. And I was like, wow, okay, I gotta do this. But over time I realized, man, this is actually pretty cool. I'm actually making my money's worth. The way I eat food at a buffet, I'm probably, definitely making my money's worth. I'm probably, eating $30 worth of food for $15 at a buffet. It's crazy because a lot of Americans don't understand this. So if you're watching this video, I really recommend you do this. The buffet companies, I'm sorry guys, I really like you as an establishment. I hope you never run out of business. I'm just telling my story like it is. So you want to stay away from the French fries and those powdered donuts and stuff, because those cost what? I mean, you can get a whole frozen pizza for $5-10, and then one slice or 2 slices can fill you up if you're eating other stuff with it. So the buffets will capitalize on that and entice you with the standard American food to fill you up quickly. You want to stay away from that if you want to get your money's worth at buffet. So my parents sat me down, especially my dad sat me down. He's like, you gotta eat as much as you can at these buffets. So I was like, okay, eat these stuff. And obviously I couldn't do it because I was like, man, pizza's good. At least initially I couldn't do it. But then I realized just how right he was, and I kind of realized myself how quickly they filled me up because he didn't mention that. That was something I figured out myself. You know those powdered donuts? Those fried doughy pieces of bread? You can eat just one of those at a buffet and it will just fill you up to 50% at the very least. I remember times when I went to a buffet and I just couldn't resist and I ate one of them and I was like, boom, filled. And it's, at least if you want to get your money's worth, you want to stay away from that. I do still occasionally eat that kind of food. I really recommend you just getting a tiny bit and sticking with all the other stuff. And yeah, that's my story about buffets. And from it I developed a really good passion for food. and I've a really good passion for, you know, the concept of buffets, because I really like the establishment, and each time I go to a buffet and I look around, especially at the American buffets, not so much at the Chinese restaurant ones, because you see a lot of Chinese people there doing the same kind of thing, but at least the American ones, they'll be like, you know, they'll be just like casually going up there. They'll get like, you know, half of a cup of water, and then like 1.5 plates of like macaroni and cheese, and it'll be like, really, you're gonna spend $15 for something you get at like $6 from a restaurant? No, 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 that does not work for me. If you see me at a buffet, if you've seen me at a buffet, I'll be there and I'll be like freaking eating. I'll have at least 3 or 4 plates stacked on top, done, eaten, boom, boom, boom. And I'm not gonna get water at a buffet, okay? I really endorse drinking healthy and eating healthy, and just drinking water and staying away from soda. But if we're already at the buffet and I've already paid my entry fees, you know, I've been taught to get the expensive drinks. You know, you want to stay away from the water, go for the juices, the fluids, the sodas. You want to get the seafood, you know, and then everything else is what you can handle. That's the core premise. But I pretty much like everything, so I'll get like a little spread of everything, just to say I've eaten everything, even though it might fill me up quicker than I want. Like, I'll get the ice cream, the french fries, a little bit of the pizza too, the sesame chicken, some of the fried rice, and some of the noodles. Just an FYI, fried rice and noodles are more expensive than rice. My dad would always get on my tail if I got like white rice, because it's so freaking cheap. Like, we're Asians, so we know how cheap white rice is to buy. So yeah, if you're just getting white rice, it's such a waste of money, because like 1 cup of the grains will get you like this much rice, and that small cup costs like a couple cents at the most. So you gotta get your money's worth.